Welcome back to the Themicwillexperiment. I am here today to review MLB 2022 The Show for the Nintendo Switch. Stay tuned to the end to find out if the port is any good. So I participated in the open beta test for this game, and I have to say I was not impressed. It was pretty rough around the edges. It clearly hadn't been optimized as much as it could be for the Switch at that point. So I really wasn't interested. And then the game came up on the free trials, so, I figured, let's go ahead and try it out. And I will say, this is the very first time I have bought a game off of the game trial. Now, that's not because there isn't good games on the game trial, it's because I've owned most of the good ones, such as Stardew Valley, things like that. But what was really striking about this game was the difference in the graphics between beta and launch. I've never seen such a stark difference, and then that's why I had wrote this game off, because usually if the graphics are that bad in beta, it's not going to improve enough to really be shown, and maybe that was just a really early build. But I got this game on game trials, was super impressed. I bought it right before it went off sale, 2 hours before it went off sale for $30. So this game is $60 now. I don't know if it's worth 60 to everybody, but I just wanted to let you know that the port is amazing. I really enjoyed the show mode, which is like where you can start your character in the minor leagues and build up. That's really the only mode I've played. We're really just reviewing the port here, and the port is solid. The gameplay is great. I wouldn't say it's 60 FPS. It's 30, but for a baseball game, it works. The controls feel really responsive, so when you swing, you're swinging. You really have to watch the pitches come out of the pitcher's hand. You really have to get deep into counts. It's very, very realistic, especially in the show mode. Now, it isn't all perfect, however. The graphics, when you're like in the dugouts, in the bullpen, in like stuff like that, is really choppy because those are higher quality images. So you do get a little bit of choppiness here and there when it flashes the camera to the bullpen or the dugout. It does do a little bit of chopping around, but it doesn't affect the game that much. And really, if you're not paying attention to those little cutscenes in between the action, you really won't even notice. A lot of times I end up skipping that stuff, especially in the Road to the Show, because you're essentially playing all of your at-bats for a season, and that stuff gets old. Now, I didn't have a chance to try the multiplayer mode, as I'm still trying to learn how to play the game, so that did not happen, as somebody that was already playing would have really beat me bad. Eventually, I will try that. I will say that cross-play is enabled. It is a Sony Studios title. You can play it with PS5 people. You can play it with Series X people. I will say this makes me slightly sad that Sony won't bring more of its titles to the Switch, as they seem to be a very competent port producer. We are going to give MLB The Show for Nintendo Switch a 9 out of 10. If you are a baseball fan, I 100% recommend picking this up, even at $59.99. Otherwise, maybe wait for a sale if you're a little bit more of a casual. But I hope you all are having a great day.
What's your favorite part of the trip? All the friends I made along the way.